Hello, everyone. Welcome to AI Training Series Module 2. My name is Princess Anya. In this Module 2, we are going to explore large language models, where I will be explaining what large language model is, how large language models works, different AI models that you can use in building LLMs applications, and different real-world business applications where LLM can be applied. Let's get started. First, what is large language models? Large language models is an advanced artificial intelligence system designed to process, understand, and generate human language. These models are trained on massive test data sets and use probability to predict and generate the next word in a sequence. How does it work? How large language models work is, first, you have to gather and clean your training data. The second thing is tokenize your text. This is a process where text has been broken into chunks, and each chunk is called a token. Each token is given a token ID. For instance, we have a word understanding. The understanding is being broken into a chunk. First chunk is under, the second one is stand, and the last one is in. And it can be assigned different token ID. Once text has been tokenized, the next process is embedding. Embeddings is a process where you convert the token into numerical representation. The machine begins to train. Once you add your prompt, the large language model will generate a response. You can fine-tune the model for a specific task and train it more. In a nutshell, how this works is that you give the large language model a text, it analyzes that text, it predicts the next token, repeat the process, and produce an answer to you. Let's look into different important large language models concepts. The first one is context window. Context window is the amount of information an LLM can remember and use during a single conversation or request. This is usually known as AI working memory. The next one is temperature. Temperature is a setting that controls how creative or predictive an AI response are. For instance, you can set your temperature to be a low temperature. A low temperature is going to give you more predictable output. The next important concept is prompt. Prompt is the instruction or input provided to AI model that tells it what tasks to perform. In our next model, which is model 3, we will go in depth in prompt engineering. Fourth important large language concept is hallucination. Hallucination is when AI generates information that sounds convincing but is incorrect, fabricated, or unsupported by fact. Large language models are probabilistic in nature. It is very key that we fact check information that we receive from the models. The last and the most important is the large language evaluation. Large language evaluation is testing an LLM or AI application to determine how well it performs. Here, it is very critical, especially for product managers and product owners that are working on AI applications, to always leverage large language evaluation to determine accuracy, consistency, hallucinations, and performance. So this is very critical in building an applications that satisfies users' needs. Now let's go into the hands-on project. Hello everyone. Welcome to the practical hands-on for the large language models module 2 of our AI series. In this practical hands-on, I'm going to walk you through the platform. So, first of all, this is Google AI Studio. This is owned by Google, and you can actually access this for free. Once you have a Gmail account, you can use it to create an account and have access to Google AI Studio. Here, you can see the left pane is actually what you can play with. The playground shows you explore Google's model, whether it's featured, code or chart, image generations, read times, speech and music, or video generation. Any of these you click, you will see the recommended modules that leverage either to create a video, music, or uh, the chatbot. Then history tells me what I've built, what I've used this to do. And if I want to create a new app, I will just click here and create a new app. And give me the opportunity to integrate it. And these are my app. Let's go back to the playground where you can do your hands-on. The right-hand side is where you see the models. Remember during the training I let you know the different models. One of the models is Gemma. However, once you click here, you can see other models for Google's. If you want to see all the models, once you get here, you can see all the models. But first of all, let's explore the Gemini models, where you have the Gemini 3.6 Flash, which is very new, and it tells you the release date. This is released in July 21st. You have Gemini 3.5 Flash Lead. This is as well new, and they were both released on the same day. And you have Gemini 3.5. Go down to see all the different models. For the purpose of this training, I'm going to choose Gemini. So I will select one of these. Here, system instruction is actually where you can put your instruction and put a title. I don't want to go into this. I will discuss this more in my next video where I will talk extensively on prompt engineering. Temperature is what you allow you for creativity, response. So if you want a very creative response, you have to increase your temperature. My recommendation is to leave your temperature at maybe 0.7 to 1 to 1. But if you want a very precise response, I would say to leave it as 0.1 or 0.2. The thinking level is help to see the thinking level, the chain of thought level, high thinking, deep thinking level, use the high. And if you just want a shallow thinking, you use the minimal. I'll just put a prompt to ask the system to create a traveling chatbot. The prompt said, act as a normal bot, a professional traveling consultant. Your goal is to help me plan trips. When I ask a question, follow these rules. Always ask about budget, low, medium, luxury. Always ask about preferred climate, if it's tropical, cold, or temperate. Provide 3 specific destination suggestions for every query and include one hidden gem, a place not many tourists know about for each suggestions, and keep your tone enthusiastic and helpful. So once I click on run, remember that I put the temperature very low to explore that. We'll see how the model is going to generate the response. So because I put the temperature very low, you will see the model was very precise. It said, "Hello, I am Norma Brott, your dedicated professional travel consultant. I'm absolutely thrilled to help you plan your next unforgettable journey. I have my compass ready and my maps spread out. I will note all your requirements and I will always ensure we find the perfect match for the budget for that low, medium luxury. And I would say I am planning a family trip with my husband and two daughters to Europe. And my budget is $5,000 each. I want a temperate climate. Let me run this. One thing I want to bring up to you is if you look at here, as you remember that tokenization is a process of breaking words into chunks, the system will actually show you the number of tokens that are being used uh, based on the prompt. If you look at here, you can see the token, the output token, the input token. The input token is my prompt. It gives me 131. And the output tokens is the response is give me 3514. And the total token is actually what it provided for me, right? Based on the budget that I gave to it, gave me three different options, provided Austria, Portugal, France. Thank you for watching and see you in Module 3 where I'll be discussing the prompt engineering.